all-new Samsung Galaxy Note 5 has defined what a true smartphone should be, with a gigantic colorful display, full metal unibody construction, some added sensors, and of course the versatile S Pen. The new Note 5 is beyond doubt the most brilliant phone to date. The phone packs the best hardware in business with 4GB of LPDDR4 RAM and faster UFS 2.0 flash memory, category 9 LT support, wireless charging, heart rate and fingerprint sensors, and of course the Exynos octa-core CPU. The new Note 5 performs blazing fast. But what makes this smartphone truly smart is its rich interface. Now the purpose of this very special video today is to show you some feet tapping tips and tricks and hidden features, gestures, tweaks on this device that will blow your mind. So let's get started, guys. Well, this is the episode 2, and as I promised on the episode 1, I'll be discussing about the lock screen in this part. Now you must have noticed I unlocked the phone just by swiping the finger on the screen in different directions. It's called direction unlock. Well, before I talk about this unlocking method, I want to show you can wake up the screen just by waving your hand over the top part of the phone, that is over the sensors. This feature is called gesture wake up. I find this very handy because I can check the notifications, the time, date, etc. without even touching the phone. If you are cooking, painting, bathing or boxing that is unable to touch the phone, then with this you can wake up the screen. To enable, visit the accessibility settings, dexterity and interaction, gesture wake up. If your device is resting on a table and you have pending notifications, when you pick it up there will be a vibrating feedback. It's called smart alert. In this way you can get an idea about the notifications even without waking up the screen. Let's now talk about the direction unlock. You can unlock the phone just by swiping in a series of 4 to 8 directions. Visit the accessibility settings, direction unlock. You have to enable this feature from here because you won't find this in the lock screen settings. There are 4 options you can enable or disable as well. I suggest you to disable all these 4. Now you can also switch to the fingerprint sensor mode, which is hassle-free and works from any angle. You need to just tap the home button, no need to swipe, and on the new Note 5 it's quite fast. Now for the smart alert feature I just showed you, visit the motions and gestures, enable smart alert. Let's get back to the lock screen and show you how can you call your favorite contacts without unlocking the device. You must have noticed the dial button at the bottom left corner of your lock screen. Hit the emergency call and you get a dial pad, but you cannot use this for calling. I have added some contact bubbles and just by tapping this I can call these contacts right away. Now this is one of my favorite or emergency contact numbers and I can add maximum of 4 contact bubbles above the dial pad as you have seen. But you can actually call all the contacts you have added in the emergency contact list just by checking this option here. So in this way you can save your time for calling your frequently contacted persons, and it's also quite handy in emergency situations. Now there is a procedure you need to follow. Hit on groups and I see that is emergency contacts, and check the edit menu, add number, then select your emergency or favorite contacts you want to call from your locked phone and you can select all the contacts. Then go to the lock screen and the emergency dial pad once again. Then tap on any of the plus that is empty bubbles. So it's a very simple process and I suggest you to set this on your locked phone, especially for emergency situations. What makes the Note 5 special is the S Pen, and the good thing is you can now eject the pen even when the phone is lying flat on the table. It's a redesigned S Pen with click release mechanism which basically eliminates the possibility of accidentally removing it. The second good thing is you can actually write on the screen on the go without unlocking the phone or doing anything at all. The screen looks off as well because this is a Super AMOLED screen, and as it's totally black and white, this also doesn't eat up that much battery. Well friends, now let me quickly show you some shorthand tricks. First of all, just double press the home button to launch the camera, and as there is a fingerprint sensor on the home button, this also actually unlocks the phone. This feature works even when the screen is off and the phone is locked, so you are never going to miss a candid shot. triple tap the home button to shrink the whole display to your left or right, and it's really very handy for one-handed users of this huge display phone. But because of this, the home button's response is actually slightly laggy because the button actually waits for the second press before moving to the home screen. So you can disable both these features to speed up the phone. The settings toggles can be accessed from the locked phone, and if you wish, you can hide or show the notifications on the lock screen, or at least hide the content. Owner info like your name, contact number or your email ID can be put here in case you lose the phone. This might be useful in emergency situations as well. Now, as you know, Samsung devices come with S-Voice, that is Samsung's voice assistant service, and it's actually smarter than you think. Let me show you how can you make the most of it. Hi Note 5. Call 121. Hi Note 5. Read my messages from Robin.
Here is the message. Hello there. This is a test of the S-Voice feature on the Galaxy Note 5. Ha ha ha.
Hi Note 5. Note to self by Pens.
Save to memo.
Hi Note 5. Add event dance last Saturday at 10 am for 2 hours.
Here is your appointment. Should I put it in your calendar?
Yes.
Okay, I saved it to your calendar.
Hi Note 5. Facebook update. I'm using the new Note 5.
Please log into Facebook to update your status.
Now with the help of the S-Voice, I can use the phone as a secret camera or voice recorder. It's quite interesting, let me show you. Hi Note 5. Record voice. Now it seems there is nothing happening, but the phone is actually recording the voice. Just unlock the phone to see the progress. For the secret camera, just say Hi Note 5. Open camera. Record video. So I just started video recording without any physical interaction with the phone, and with the help of a flip cover, you can actually turn your Note 5 into a secret camera. As you know, for capturing images, you need to say smile, cheese, capture, etc. I'll talk more about these camera features in the camera part, so let's move on. Well, if you prefer Google Now over S-Voice, then you can also get that. Just press and hold the home button for the Google Now, then menu, setting, voice, OK Google detection from any screen. Now you need to train your voice model for proper detection when the phone is locked, and it's a very simple process for accessing Google Now right from the lock screen. Now for the S-Voice wake up command, that is the Hi Note 5, you need to visit the S-Voice application in the apps drawer, and the fun thing is you can set any phrase as the wake up command apart from the Hi Note 5, and the default one is actually Hi Galaxy. You get loads of notifications on your lock screen that might bother you, but you can choose the only applications that can show notifications, and the other way around, you can also hide the sensitive content of your notifications from showing up on the lock screen openly. You can hide the notifications from here. All the applications are listed. Now if you happen to lose your phone, you can actually wipe clean your sensitive data as well as track down your lost Note 5 with the help of your Samsung account. Now in the secure lock screen settings, you will find a very interesting smart lock feature. You will find 4 cool options to keep your device unlocked. First of all, on body detection actually keeps your device unlocked while it's on you. That is, if you are holding it in your hand or carrying it in your pocket or handbag. Trusted voice actually uses the voice model you have set for the Google Now activation, and trusted places can keep your device unlocked when you are at home or any other location that you have assigned as a trusted place. Last but not the least, trusted devices can be your smartwatch or your car's Bluetooth system. So if you set this up, you won't have to unlock the phone again and again. Well, you already know about the screen off memo feature, but if your screen is already on and the S Pen is detached, then also you can take notes on the action memo. Just tap and hold the S Pen button and double tap on the screen. I'll talk more about this action memo and also the S Note application in the third episode of this video series, so make sure you are subscribed, and once uploaded I'll add the video link in the description below as well. Now on your Note 5, the Air Command wheel icon is added on the home screen, and once you detach your Note 5, the Air Command wheel actually launches automatically, but you can disable this auto launch and also remove this icon because it's quite disturbing and blocks certain area of your home screen. You must be already familiar with this Air Command features. You can add 2 more applications to this wheel, and I suggest you to add S Pen related applications because the Air Command wheel is available only with the S Pen. Now if you remove this icon, you can still get the Air Command wheel just by hovering your S Pen on the screen and pressing the S Pen button. So I recommend you to remove this icon just by dragging and dropping to the top, that is on the delete folder, or just move this along the edge of the phone. You can remove this Air Command icon from the settings menu as well. Uncheck this option for that. Now as I mentioned before, the screen is huge and you can basically triple tap the home button to shrink it to left or right for better one-handed uses. The fun part is just hover your S Pen on the screen to go to full screen, because the phone knows you are actually holding the phone with both the hands. There are a few other measures Samsung has taken for better one-handed experience with the phone. For example, you get the one-handed dial pad and one-handed keyboard calculator, even unlocking pattern goes one-handed. Well, as I am holding the S Pen, the phone automatically switched to the handwriting mode. I have discussed about this feature in the episode 1, so check that out. This is the one-handed keyboard and you can now write more easily with either of your hands. So you might not need to shrink the whole display by triple tapping the home button. Visit the accessibility settings and direct access. You can now assign any of these tasks below. I prefer the grayscale option, which is very handy for reading ebooks and also in the browser. So you need to just triple tap the home button to turn the display into grayscale. Well guys, let me quickly show you 2 of the Air Command features. The Smart Select actually helps you selecting a part of your screen and you can save and share it. Now there are different tools available and the auto shape is actually very handy. As you can see, the phone has been magnetically selected. Now if you wish to remove a part of the selection, use this option and select the part. So in this way you can precisely select a part of your screen and save it. Let me show you what's the final output. Only the selected part has been saved. The next option is called screen write, that is you can write on whatever you have on the screen. The phone takes a screenshot, and the interesting part is you can actually scroll capture, that is scroll down and capture. The phone will stitch all these captured images, and in this way you can basically take a screenshot of the whole website. Now you can draw, annotate or write on this screenshot. You can take screenshots of maps and annotate for directions and share right away. The Air View feature of S Pen is actually more handy than you think. You get the real mouse pointer like experience and browse through menus, which is not possible with your fingers. You can also peek into the pending messages without actually marking them red. I always do this for messages from unknown sources, and this is, I think, the fastest way to check all of your inbox messages. With Air View, you can also have a preview of gallery images, videos and S-Planner events. Now as you know, Flipboard is embedded into the home screen of your Note 5 by default, but if you are not into the news, then you can actually pinch on the home and disable Flipboard just like this way. Well, the next trick I have for you is quite interesting. Just press and hold the power key and you will find an emergency mode. In this mode, the phone actually goes grayscale and all the background applications will be restricted except for the ones I have selected. Your mobile data, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth will be switched off as well. All of these are done to maximize the battery life, and in this mode you can expect at least 2 to 3 times battery life. Now as the name suggests, this mode is specifically designed for emergency situations, like if you are lost and you can send a message to your emergency contact numbers with your location and an SOS message. You can also call them right away. The emergency contacts are moved to the top. You can also allow applications like browser, Facebook, Twitter, etc. For an emergency call to the police, just click here. Now if you are in real danger and not in a position to do all these things, just triple tap the power key and the phone will automatically trigger an emergency mode. There are lots of things happening in the background, that is, the phone is capturing two images, one with the front and another with the back, and also recording your voice, locating your location. All this info are being sent to your emergency contact number. You need to enable and set up this feature first. Hit the settings menu, privacy and safety, send SOS message. You can add maximum of 4 emergency contacts here. Well friends, this is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 is going to be more fun, so please don't miss that. Consider subscribing to this channel if you are already not, and I put lots of efforts in making these videos, so it will be great if you share this video with your friends and family as well. That's all I have for you today guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Keep in touch and have a nice day guys.